Let me tell you a story. There was one time that I was running and I decided to not wear my glasses. And on that night, when I was crossing the road, I couldn't really see that car coming in. I see the lights of the headlights of the car. Of course, it was coming by, so I decided to like just run straight on to cross the road. There was another runner that was standing on the other side of the road, seeing me, and while he was watching me, he told me, "Bro, you almost got crashed." I was like, "What?" I didn't really know about that, because all I see was that I got to cross all I saw was that I need to go to the other, all I needed was to cross the road, right? And I was like, wow, that was pretty dangerous, not gonna lie. And when I was running when I was running later on, I just thought to myself, wow, I could have died that night. My parents could have mourned for me. People could have, like, man, I could have died, and I could not even be speaking to you right now. And the fact that I'm doing that demonstrates. This really shows that everyone has a purpose to live. Because you see, purpose is something that what makes us motivated every day to wake up. It's the basis of our identity. And thinking about purpose, man, it's such a big word, to be honest. It's such a big word for us to comprehend. There's a million different meaning and definitions of purpose. Purpose is something that can't be bought, something that has to be learned through experience. But to me, purpose is like the idea of waking up, of knowing that you have an opportunity to change the world. It's that idea of you're able to impact or influence others' lives. Individually, we all have that ambitious goal. We know that people in self-improvement knows that they have something to give to the world. But every time when they're looking out the window, they just don't know what it is yet, and that's perfectly normal. That's what everyone is in that stage is. Everyone knows that there's something to give to the world, and everyone knows that the soul of the world needs them, but they just don't know how to give to the world. And there is where we just think that, man, how on earth am I going to be that person? How on earth am I going to be that person that can give to the world? And that's where we just look for our own not selfish, but this is where we only look for our own needs, that, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. And everything is so inwards, that our perspective becomes so inwards because we don't know what to give to the world. We got that feeling that we want to serve the world, we want to do something for the world, but we just don't know where to start. And when we start inwards is where the trouble starts, where we start on the wrong foot of path. And I want to get you on the right foot of path. You see, if in step 1 of self-improvement, if you got things wrong already, what's the point of going to step 2? What's the point of talking about step 5 or 6 when in step 1 you're already in the wrong position? That's why in step 1 of self-improvement, it's thinking about purpose. Purpose is the fundamental part of when you wake up thinking, man, I really hate that alarm clock, but I got something to do today. And when you actually do feel that when you actually apply the idea of purpose, of saying, oh, today I gotta serve the world, I got something to give to the world. Sometimes you feel like it's a burden. Sometimes you just feel like, man, why me? Why do I have to do this? Why am I doing this all to myself? Why am I just putting all that sort of imaginary responsibilities on myself? you might think about that, and that's how I felt. But the question is, why not you? Why not you? Why is not you not doing what you told yourself to be doing? Why not you not serving the world? Why not you not being able to do what you hope to do, right? So rephrasing that question, why not you, is really, it's something that we gotta like let that thing sink in. Treat every day as an opportunity, an opportunity to reach that level of aggressiveness. Reach that level of, every day is an opportunity for you to reach that level of level for you to get to where you want to be. It's like every rep that you do in the gym. Like for example, if you just, every rep that you do, you just wish that you can do more and more and more. And that's how you should treat every day like it. Treat every day like you want to do more reps. Treat every day that you, as if you want to reach another level of your life. Because life won't be as interesting if you wouldn't challenge yourself. And that's purpose. And if you get distracted along the way, you just gotta remember purpose. Because purpose, in another definition, means doing the right things. And purpose is what helps us align ourselves to the right foot of path. We gotta do things on purpose, right? So there's a quote I learned from Justin Sua. He's a pretty cool guy. He talks about like, he's a psychologist, I think. Follow him on IG, just says Justin Sua. He's pretty cool. And this post that he talks about, think on purpose, train on purpose, eat on purpose, prepare on purpose, play on purpose, recover on purpose, respond on purpose, and live on purpose. Do what you do on purpose with purpose. And the fact that I was scrolling on Instagram shows that I was distracted. But this post really gets into me about the idea of purpose. You see, once we get distracted while we're working, that's not purpose, right? We're distracting ourselves, and that's why we are our own greatest enemy. Sure, it might be the smallest thing. Then you say, "Oh, I just want to scroll around," but that's why this is where purpose comes in. It really comes in. It comes into you. You can realize it, man. You can realize that purpose, the idea of purpose, should be in you. You were distracted, bro. You were distracted. How could you? That's why, man. I want to get you to right for the path of self-improvement. Everything comes back to stage one. Are you doing it correctly? Purpose is the fundamental part. Without purpose, it is like and you do other stuff of self-improvement, like discipline, or meditate, journal, and everything. It will just comes off. It will become that inconsistent. You will just become that inconsistent person that just gets disciplined. Oh, I'm not gonna be disciplined, and I'm not gonna be disciplined. Like, and that's why, whenever you get distracted, whenever you just feel like tempted or whatever it is, I just hope that you can rely on purpose, the soul of the world. What does the world need you? The world needs your purpose, and the idea of purpose is that you're here to serve the world. Serving the world is the greatest gift that you can give back to the world, and that's why I say in a more I say like academic perspective. It's just the beauty of humanity. That's so nerdy. What the heck am I saying? That's the nerdiest thing I ever said. The art of humanity, but yeah, you think about it. It is the art of humanity, serving back the world. Sometimes it might feel like a burden, but treat it as a gift, treat it as a gift that you can give back. And I think whenever you just understand that you can give back and become a better person, not just to yourself but to the world, and then by improving yourself, you're actually giving back to the world. You're giving back and contributing to the world a tiny part of you. And I just feel like that's something that everyone can work on, but not everyone knows about it. But you know it now. You know this about now. And what are you waiting for? Get onto yourself. Get onto what you told yourself. That you told yourself that you're going to do years before. Are you going to gym? If you're not, go get after it. Do 5 push-ups right now. Because time's ticking. We don't know when's the next apocalypse, right? Go get after it. I want to see you win.